name's Emi Snavely. I was born in Hershey on the top of the community building. And I have two loves, music and Mount Gretna.
And Emi, tell us about your family first.
Well, it begins with my mother and father. My mother was a telephone operator in Mount Gretna, in Mrs. Messina's cottage. My dad came in with cousins to rent a cottage, and my mother looked around and saw him and said, "Are you a Snavely?" And he said, "Yes." And she said, "Well, which one are you?" Because there were 9. And the next day her best friend called and said, who was married to my father's oldest brother, said that Howard wants a date with you. And I helped them celebrate their 60th wedding anniversary.
Isn't that lovely?
And my house was full of music and my parents were always helping someone.
So what kind of music did you pick up from your parents and carry on?
Piano and voice, concert, almost all music, because they took me everywhere, especially my mother took me everywhere to hear all of what if she knew they had been in Carnegie Hall, we're going to see them.
So you had been to Carnegie Hall?
I had been,
oh
yes.
My. So do you still sing?
I do.
What's your favorite song?
Oh, it would have to be probably the Hallelujah Chorus.
Let's get back to Mount Gretna. I understand that you organize a tour of homes?
Yes, since 1990, and it is the best benefit for Gretna music. And it's been fun doing it. Some years it's usually hard to get people on the tour. And in my early years, Jack Bittner, Roger Gross, and I would get in the car and Jack would point to the house and say, "Now that one should be on the tour, that one should be on the tour." But then that ended, and by selling real estate in Gretna, I knew most of the cottages, and that helped me get cottages for the tour.
I can understand how that would be a benefit because you got to go inside them as well as view them from the outside.
Yes. And I learned all day long on the tour. I asked people, "What do you like best?" And they really want to see the old cottages.
Have you repeated some of the homes, or is it always?
Not, if I have a repeat, it's maybe 12 years previous.
You are a member of the Palmyra Church of the Brethren, but you also are in the Joyful Sounds Trio.
Yes, I was one of the Joyful Sounds Trio. From 80 to 86, and we did, McGuire Sisters and Andrews Sisters type singing.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
That was fun.
And you sang at weddings?
Oh, yes.
And you are on the Playhouse Operating Committee of Mount Gretna Arts Council, and you do something with the Camp Meeting Association, Mount Gretna Heights, and something about being president?
I was president of the Heights for 2 years, the Association of the Mount Gretna Heights, and that's where I live now. I lived at Camp Meeting first, and now I live in the Heights.
What is the mystery or beauty of Mount Gretna that draws people there, in your opinion?
I think it's like stepping back in time. And walking the streets, seeing people enjoying themselves on the porches and communicating with people. Everyone's friendly and says hello. And, "Oh, where are you from?" That type of thing. People are interested in people.
And it's sort of on a hill, and I understand it goes back to the Colemans.
Yes, it does.
Is there anything you would like us to know of that I haven't asked you, or just something that you'd like to say to close it?
I think it's been a wonderful opportunity that I've been able to live in Mount Gretna. I wanted to live there my entire life, and finally in 1984 I bought my own house there.
Wonderful. When was the first time you visited Mount Gretna?
Oh, when I was little.
And what was the occasion?
Just to go to see the lake or go to plays. I was taken to the plays. There wasn't the music at that time.
So the music again was a connection and the draw
Yes.
for you.
Yes.
Okay.